He's very consistent, which is really hard to do with Fox, honestly. It's like, it's very hard to be consistent with Fox. And I do believe we are going into it with game 1. And of course, you probably know already, NMW and L. pretty big hitters, but I'm actually really surprised to see Rymo into the Fizix. Oh,
wow, what happened there? I was watching the Foxes.
I think he teched and then went on stage and air dodged? I don't know. That was... Whoa. Oh, sorry, Harmless?
I'm Beep. Beep. Beep with a B, as in boy.
Oh, jeez, yeah, that's loud. No, we get that. Alright, so...
Alright, wow, so blue team's going in while we were having that conversation.
I kind of expected... Sorry. I kind of expected this from, like, NMW, though, because, like, NMW is, like... I know, like, he has a very fast... as you probably expect a lot of Falcon mains. He likes to play fast. He likes to get leads, and I know L is also... I feel like him and L are pretty good teammates, just in general speaking.
Yeah, I mean, NMW is written like a pretty extensive doubles guide, right? Yeah. That's his...
Yeah, NMW, he's good to team with, like, whoever, but I feel like he especially emerges well. Sorry, he especially words. I feel like, oh, wow, that's a great double D. That was, Fizix.
Oh, wow.
He almost made the dream, man. Yeah, I feel like NMW, compliments well just about anybody, and actually I feel like he compliments L especially well because like I feel like they both are really on the same page when they play, just in terms of like when they go in, complimenting off of each other. Like they've been showing some really good coordination just throughout this entire tournament, even like off stream.
Yeah, I don't see them tripping over each other really at all, which is, you know, sometimes me and my partner will take other teams to Yoshi's just like, you know, 2 Spaceys or Falcon, they'll probably hit each other a bit. But they're controlling stage pretty well and weaving around each other while they do it.
Yeah, that was sub 2 minutes. That was really fast. I mean,
so what do you think Green Team should do? Where should they take them?
I think that was unfortunately just a little bit of it could have been possibly shaked a little bit of shakiness by Fizix because like Fizix he lost his stock really early at the beginning. I feel like they need to play a little bit slower and kind of not necessarily play the opponent's game, right?
Yeah.
Because I feel like when you're playing the opponent's game, you put them in the comfort zone. That's the last thing you need when you're kind of a little bit shaky, you know. And this is probably like I can't imagine how Fizix feels right now because like Andy or Fizix rather I imagine he's won like doubles tourneys before, especially like Santa Cruz, but I can't imagine like how he feels going up against like NMW and like L.
Yeah,
like,
is this not
anybody would be shaking in their boots really. That's not like, you know, top 20 in NorCal.
Yeah, and it's so much more like in singles you can kind of slow down the game. Or you really have control over that, but in doubles, like, a team just comes for you, and everything just happens so fast, and you can't really get that kind of space. I mean, that's why I think like matchup-wise on paper, this is a pretty good stage pick, but given the way the first game went, I think it might be worth taking the hit on, like, matchups and go to somewhere like FD or Dreamland where you got time to slow it down. Yeah,
Dreamland would have been a wiser pick, I feel like. I agree with that, because I actually didn't really quite get to that. So, they had a really fast game on Yoshi's, which is kind of a naturally the stage you expect fast games to be played on, but I feel like, they probably should have gone to Dreamland, actually. Fizix stays on his stock, which is actually super important, but right now they really need to be taking stocks. It seems like they're just kind of getting beat up on.
That's like even bringing it down to 2 1v1s isn't doing much for them. They just got like killed off both sides of the stage.
Yeah, it's kind of then a tricky situation, is because like one part of the problem calls for more aggressive play, right? To try and inflate them a few stocks and hang in their game, but then the other half tells you to slow down and just kind of like, so where do you find that balance exactly or where do you find the solutions to really work around what is that NMW and L are doing? And they better not go back to Yoshi, so I'm gonna be kind of mad at them.
Yeah.
Alright, so they're going to Pokemon.
I think this is a pretty good pick, right? Because I guess they're scared of Marth on Dreamland against, 2 characters that can live for a pretty long time.
Well, see, here's the thing, is because from what I'm gathering, Fizix has generally been very interesting up from Rymo. I actually kind of like that. I definitely... sorry, what was I saying? Oh man, it's just like, okay, see, I feel like maybe Andy needs to, or Fizix rather needs to do a little bit more to kind of like support Rymo at the moment. Right now, at the moment, he's kind of playing a little bit too passive, and I feel like Rymo is just kind of getting up on his result.
Yeah.
No, the reason why I was kind of grimacing at them picking Pokemon Stadiums because NMW loves this stage.
Yeah.
It's Falcon territory. Like,
yeah, this is a stage where Marth can really get beat up on, just because of the relative speeds of everything. Like Falcon can cover the whole stage, which is especially tricky with what seems to be a more experienced doubles team because the Falcon will definitely have the presence of mind to cross the stage in a second and disrupt any combos you get going on the Fox.
Yeah, like L is also playing a pretty mean Fox right now. He's just like, what blue team is doing right now is really, really good. I feel like because they're taking a look at the stage and they're saying, hey, if we can like cut off like a third of the stage, like put the knife right through the pizza and just kind of like take that pizza away as ours, right? Oh my goodness, NMW. Yo, he's saying this is all mine right now.
Yeah, just feeling pretty good about how the set's going.
Yeah, like if you notice like the positions of the green team members, they're kind of wow, that was actually really good. But what I was saying earlier is that like the positions of the green team members they're always kind of far away from each other, right?
Yeah,
NMW's really, blue team in general is just doing a really good job just kind of splitting them apart. That being said, they didn't play that. They didn't play those last two songs very well, but I mean other than that, they've been basically their game plan has basically been doing really well. But
yeah,
that being said, it is even. So I mean. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but
I was just gonna say, I like what I see from blue team in the sense that I think a marker of pretty good doubles teams is that they seem to have a solid game plan in terms of how they're going to use space.
Oh, no.
So when I see them working together to control a particular part of the stage, that's kind of like what you're saying. That tells me that like, they understand, like from a doubles perspective, what their game plan should be.
No, not the early up B. Aw. Alright, so that's a solid 3-0. That last game was actually very close to going recently, despite everything that went down.
No less of a slobber knocker than the first two, but